This morning we will talk about conditioning your dog. There are three major ways that they are conditioned. One could be walking the dog like this. It could even be with this collar, broad collar that protects the neck a little bit more when he's pulling, but more often is used by a pulling harness, which distributes the force a lot better than just on the neck, as you can imagine. But even renowned conditioners sometimes use this collar method as well, or even solely this collar method. So even though you only have the collar, you can still do a lot. Then most used way of conditioning is on a Slatmill. So a mill comprising of slats that's quite free spinning. So this means you can get high speeds with little resistance. So build very high endurance. This is a premium way to condition your dog. But that being said, I think also conditioning your dog is good that you are outside and give it also mental experience and experiences instead of just the physical exercise. But mill work very often gives you extreme condition, and also the conditions are controlled. So for example, if you're preparing for a sporting event and your dog is running through the fields and it hits some glass or something else that strains its wrist or ruptures a part of its skin or a muscle, then you will be in big trouble, because the sporting event time will not reschedule that easily, and if ever. So that's the point why this Slatmill work is very highly regarded. Another cheaper example could be that you have a Carpetmill. Carpetmill offers more resistance, it's less free spinning, and is a lot cheaper, of course. Cheaper components, and it can still work very well. So if you have a Slatmill, you can also increase the resistance by giving it an angle, so a sloping angle forward, so an increasing angle from the front view of the dog. And this can benefit, of course, because then the dog has to run uphill, and can also increase muscle mass. That being said, a Slatmill, because of the higher resistance, will take a lot more toll in general, and also Slatmills are oftentimes on the slope. So it's a different type of conditioning. The Slatmill giving you the free running capabilities, and the Slatmill giving you so much more resistance that they build more explosive muscles. So same principle, but can be completely on the other end of the spectrum in conditioning purposes. You also have something that's called the jenny, and then, for example, if this tree is the middle of the jenny, you have a circle around it, and the dog is chasing then, for example, what he thinks is a prey over the track. But the drawback is, of course, because they make the turn every time the same way, that they will develop and not, how do you say this? There's a disbalance between the left and the right, so it's not symmetric. That was the word that I was looking for. So that could be a drawback. You can cope with that by switching from one side to the other side. So instead of just going this route, you can also let them go the other route after a while, so switch it up. This will help you tremendously With a Jenny, the biggest thing is that you need space, because you want the circle to be quite broad to decrease the strain on the dog, because the smaller the circle, of course, the tighter the turns are. It's like NASCAR racing. If it was a very tight circle, you cannot get to speed, that you will only have these turning capabilities all the time. So that's that are the main things for conditioning your dog, and oftentimes they are also mixed up, so that you have a little bit of one and a little bit of the other. Also Flirtpole work is done, or your dog pulling on the spring that is attached, for example, on the tree, or a bigger tree, or especially a wall, and then the dog pulls down. In the latter, it's important that you have your dog, that the back legs will touch the ground. A lot of people will show you their dogs free flinging. And of course they can. They are very strong and they can do that. But it's not the best for the dog. It's good that they have some bottom under their, at least under their back legs. So I hope you like this video. Have a great day.